Okay, good morning once again. Welcome to the Sports Talk with kerry, wehmeyer show for Tuesday, June 3rd. We're going to be going over some news headlines here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we are live today. So and also we'll send you links out that will be from StreamYard. You can come in and video chat with us anytime you want. That'd be that'd be good. Also, if you want to chat in the chat room, we'll recognize you from the StreamYard side. So let's go ahead and send those out. And we'll begin doing it. We'll send it over to Twitter. There it is. Okay, Twitter got YouTube and Twitter got their link. So I'm going to go ahead and send the link out to Facebook viewers. See if it's running. Okay, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter has the StreamYard links. You can come in, talk anything in the world of sports. It's totally up to you. So let's go over some news headlines. I'm going to switch this out, and we're going to begin going over to CBS Sports. See what's happening on CBS Sports today. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But okay, CBS Sports. Okay, NBA Superpower Index. LeBron James, Game 6 history favors the Lakers. Trae Young becomes star. It's never been brighter, so it looks like a lot of news in it. Shut this video down. It sounds like got music in it. So we'll show it to you. So welcome back, NBA. Yeah, LeBron James, 22 points a game versus the Suns. I'm gonna tell you that's just excellent. But I'm gonna tell you, look, if they have to win these games in order to stay into the playoffs, because look, they can be shut down at any time. Now the next one we're gonna his shooting his point production in the last couple of games. He's averaged 46 points, 11 boards, 9 assists, 41 points, 8 boards, and 11 assists, 32 points, 10 boards, 11 assists. Also, 45 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists, 32 points, 12 boards, and 6 assists. So I say these numbers right here. The Lakers are definitely in trouble right now with a 3-2 lead. Looks like if the Suns win the next couple of games, the Suns will advance out of the playoffs. But if the Lakers come back and win, they can kind of eat the series up and kind of go to another series. So the next guy we're going to be focusing on is Luka Doncic. This guy right here has absolutely been just amazing all season long, scoring 42 points and 14 assists. Also, so I look at it this way. It would be a nice thing to see if Dallas upsets the Clippers, because if Dallas upsets the Clippers, then like I said, they will advance to the second round. So I look at it this way: Luka Doncic it's going to be the future of the NBA. So the next one we're going to go over Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard's been playing for years. He put up 55 points and 10 assists. He hit 12 3-point shots. So that was one of the stars right there. That's Damian Lillard. Also made 12 3-point shots. That was and an NBA playoff first in history. They're also down 3-2 as well to the Denver Nuggets. So the Portland Trailblazers have to start getting going. They don't, the series will be over and Denver will win it. Also, Trae Young, this young man, I'm going to tell you, this is another good guy right here. Trae Young's absolutely putting up points. In 5, he had 36 points. He also had 9 rebounds. He also had he had 2 visiting players who had at least 30 points. So this is another guy. Atlanta, that's Atlanta's future right there. He averaged 29.2 points. He also averaged 9.8 assists, 2 0.8 3-point shots, and also 44% from the field. So now Nikola Jokic, this is another guy. I think he should, like I said, I think he's going to win the MVP before you know it. So this is another guy we're focusing on. I mean, his is a series. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a good series. Like I said, if you have Portland, if you have like I said, Denver, Dallas in that mix on the western side, it's gonna be a good games to watch. Now the next guy is gonna be Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving had 64 points on 53% shooting. He also has 47 on 3-point shots. That's another guy that's been making big impacts for the Brooklyn Nets in general. So once again, these are the NBA players, future NBA. Once again, this is from CBS Sports. Okay, Coach K retirement. John Calipari becomes the face of the sport and dominant in recruiting again. So it looks like John Calipari will take over. I'll be honest with you. I look at it this way. Look, that's going to be no other coach quite like I said, Mike Krzyzewski. I mean, John Calipari might build a team up in Kentucky, get the wins and stuff like that, and then get it to the NCAA tournament year after year. But the truth of the matter is, he can recruit. John Calipari, he can absolutely recruit when it comes down to it. So once again, this is from, we'll show you the article. We'll show you the article. If you want to comment about this article that we're showing you, if you want to comment, please post your comments in Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We'll see your comments and we'll recognize when you come in. So we'll go back to okay, 1-9 quarterback. Each team can't afford to lose due to injury. Let me drop this. Sorry about that. I get so many videos in there. Can't afford to lose due to injury. Travis Cowart and DeAndre Hopkins cracked the list. So that's players that they can't afford to lose because of their production and stuff like that. DeAndre Hopkins, yeah, that's true. Also, Jake Matthews, another guy, part of the O-line for the Atlanta Falcons. Also, Ronald Stanley is another guy with Baltimore. Also, Stephon Diggs with the Buffalo Bills. Also, Christian McCaffrey with the Carolina Panthers. And also Janelle Williams with the Cincinnati Bengals and Myles Garrett with the Cleveland Browns. Also, they show Myles Garrett, Allen Robinson with the Chicago Bears. Also, Tyron Smith, and also Garrett Bowles with Denver, and also Frank Ragnow with the Detroit Lions. So these are your players right here. So we'll scroll it down so you can see. So these are players you cannot afford to lose for injury purposes. So once again, this is from CBS Sports. Go to cbssports.com. Okay, let's talk about the USFL. USFL set to return in 2022. So we got it off. Okay, yep, USFL set to return in 2022 after a shutdown back in the mid-80s due to money consumption and stuff like that. So it looks like the return of the USFL will happen in 2022. It'll be a year from now. So I'll be honest with you. Look, I don't think it's going to last. I really don't think it's going to last, the USFL. I don't think it's going to last at all because, look, you're going up against the NFL. You're going up against the Canadian Football League and many and more. I mean, look, NFL, like I said, you got players that goes to the NFL, and then you got these non-players that's not selected by those teams going to the USFL. I hope it does work. I hope it absolutely worked, but I don't know. I don't know. My opinion is this. Look, they tried it back in the 80s, and unfortunately it went belly up for the USFL. They started back in 1983. They had a 3-year run. But they went 1986. They went belly up. The USFL. We had a team down here back in the 80s called the New Orleans Breakers. They was part of the USFL team. So I look at it this way. Look, if New Orleans could get a team that can play in the USFL, I think it would be a great opportunity for the city to having that a team. But the truth of the matter is, look, you see, like the XFL didn't last that long. It absolutely didn't last that long because of the money concerns and stuff like that. They did not know how to manage that league. I mean, that league went belly up. It might have had a pretty good run, a couple of before, but once again, when they hit rock bottom, they go down. So look, my concern is this: look, if you're going to build another spring football team, do it around the spring. Because look, the NFL, sure, they got OTAs and training camp and stuff like that, but I would say this: look, do it around the spring. So once again, this is from CBS Sports. Go to cbssports.com. See what else we have. Okay, Packers reportedly just then Robert Tonkin's contract, and also giving an indication that Aaron Rodgers will return in 2021. So cheeser, pepper. I don't know why I'm muted. Yeah, for his return. So I say this: I think he's going to return. I think he will return to the Green Bay Packers because, look, be honest with you, Green Bay would not win a single Super Bowl without the elite status of Aaron Rodgers. So I look at it this way: they're going to need Aaron Rodgers. So once again, this is from CBS Sports. Go to cbssports.com. Okay, this is from Dennis Dive. Let's put this up on the screen. DJ, you go. Let's see if I'm saying his name right. It's kind of a funny name. Well, hopefully we're saying his name right. So, prepares for pressure, leading the Clemson football team a year ago. Look, he was in the game when Trevor Lawrence was injured. So I say this: if this young man gets the starting job, I think he's going to progress in the starting job for Clemson. So I think it's absolutely imperative. Look, if they'll give him a shot. So I think, like I said, this young man, that's the young man. It's Big Dave. You guys. It's a little hard name, but we'll pronounce it right. So this is from once again CBS Sports NCAA football. That's CBS Sports NCAA football. Trying to. Okay, MLB trade candidates. One hitter, one pitcher, one potential seller that could move before the deadline. Cheeser. Sorry about the music. Okay, this is what they're talking about. One hitter, one pitcher, potential seller that could move before the deadline. Excuse me, I'm just trying to. I'm a little hoarse. I'm trying to get this in, so I apologize for me yelling. So these are your potential trades right here. Eduardo Escobar, another guy, looks like he's going to be traded on the trading block with the Arizona D-backs. He's a third baseman. He could most likely be the one he's hitting. He has a 270 on-base percentage. That's something right there. Also, pitcher Merrill Kelly is another guy that's going to be being on a trading block. Now, for the Baltimore Orioles, Freddie Galvis. Freddie Galvis will be on the trading block. Tanner Scott also will be on the trading block as well. Also, Trevor Story will also be on the trading block for the Colorado Rockies, and John Gray with Colorado as well. Also, Detroit Tigers, Matthew Berg, and also also Nelson Cruz looks like he's most likely going to be on the trading block. He's another candidate for trade considerations. Also, Michael Pandada from Minnesota as well. Richard Rodriguez, the right-handed pitcher, and also Adam Frazier from the Pittsburgh Pirates as well. Joey Gallo from the Texas Rangers, and also Kyle Gibson from the Texas Rangers as well will be on the trading block. So once again, this is from CBS Sports, because CBSSports.com, Major League Baseball. Okay, Luka Doncic states his case as the NBA's best player with a performance like LeBron James. So he did have a pretty good night last night. So Luka Doncic, so he absolutely just, I mean, he just amazes me every time. Will he be MVP? I think he will be MVP. I think he will absolutely be MVP when it comes down to it. So once again, this is from CBS Sports. Go to CBSSports.com. Okay, USA men's soccer team at
Geico's whole fifth.
Okay, USA. Excuse me. USA men's soccer team at COSEP League. Three things to watch. They're playing against Honduras in the semifinals. That'll be today. They'll be out in Denver. So, so that's men's soccer. So this is the information we're giving you right here. So once again, follow CBS Sports Soccer. That's CBS Sports Soccer. Trying to work these damn things on. Okay, agents take White Post June 1st designations.
With no fees or minimums on check.
To keep coming on and shut these off. I'll shut these videos off. So let's go to before we okay, a significant playing role to help their teams with their salary cap. Falcons can now deal Julio Jones and net $15.3 million cap savings in 2021. So that's pretty consistent when it comes down to it. Now, Aaron Rodgers is also going to be on that list of salary cap designations. Also, Julio Jones, Deshaun Watson, Zach Ertz, Drew Brees. Drew Brees is retired, so we don't have to worry about Drew Brees. That's designations when it comes down to it. Also, 6 players. Details and chart. So these are your June 1st designations right here. So we'll show them to you. Kyle Rudolph, Trey Boston, Malik Jackson, Alshon Jeffries, Charles Leno, and Jawan James with the Denver Broncos. So once again, this is from CBS Sports NFL. Go to CBS Sports and go over to the NFL page. You can get NFL news. How you doing? Good afternoon, Alex. How you doing? What's up? I seen him. I'm talking. Okay, Logan Paul carries no fear and worries or embarrassment into his exhibition bout with Floyd Mayweather. So I think that's probably a good sign right there for the young man that's going to be fighting Floyd Mayweather in general. So I look at it this way. It's going to be a pretty good match. Be on Showtime pay-per-view. So if you want to order that pay-per-view, you just have to go through your cable provider and get the pay-per-view for I'm scrolling down to some news. So again, this is from CBS Sports Boxing. Go over to CBS Sports Boxing. I didn't want to ignore him. I'm going to see if he's still in there asking me questions. Okay, let's see what this is. Off topic hockey news. Oh, wow. That's he was suspended indefinitely. What was the incident about? So he's out indefinitely. No, it's an injury. Wow, that's pretty steep right there for Montreal. Also, Floyd May, yeah, they're going to be fighting. That's going to be pretty soon. That's going to be on Showtime pay-per-view. So once again, Alex Strasso just let us know about from Off Top Hockey News that Montreal Canadian star Jake Evans is out due to concussive injury that was in the game against the Jets. So that is unfortunate. All right. You can do that. Just go ahead and send it to me. I'll look at it. So so let's go ahead and I'm trying to see what else we have. I'm trying to scroll. I'm really. I got to put this up on the other side. Swing it to the other screen. Swing it to the other screen. Oh, hold on. Somebody sent me a message. Oh, someone sent me a message. Hold on. Let me try to send it to him. Oh, let me send it. I'm gonna have to play it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play what he had. So I don't know. Gosh. I'm having trying to look at some screens and stuff. I gotta go over to the other screen. Okay, let's go over some more. Switch over back over. See what else we got. Okay, I want to go through this article right here. Okay, college football coaches with the most approved in 2021. So these are the coaches that have a lot to prove because they most likely will be on the hot seat once their seasons um, begin and end. Justin Fuentes from Virginia Tech, yes, I think he should um, produce this year. That's another guy. Also, Clay Helton from UCLA, USC. Yes, absolutely. Also, James Franklin from Penn State. Yeah. So, because like I said, Penn State fans are really going to get very upset if you don't bring home a championship to the Penn State Nation. Now, Ed Orgeron, yes, absolutely, he is going to be on that hot list for the foreseeable future. Because look, if he goes 7-5 this year or 5-7, he's going to probably be definitely on the hot seat at Orgeron. I mean, that's something. Like I said, look, he has to win. He has. I mean, 9 wins will get you into a bowl game. I mean, would be respectable. But if you go, like I said, 5-7, 7-5, or 6-6, you're not going to be staying at LSU too long because they got absolutely high expectations when it comes down to it. Now, Jim Harbaugh, yes, Jim Harbaugh also has to produce this year because I'm gonna tell you, look, a lot of people is gonna want him out of Michigan because look, he's never been like they didn't get to the NCAA college football playoffs, so they're gonna have to do better this year as well. Jim Harbaugh. So once again, this is from 247 Sports. Go to 247 Sports. Let me flip this out. And all right. Okay. We go tell them. Okay. Okay. Once again, Alex Strassel talking about giving us topics to discuss. Thanks for coming in, Alex. I appreciate it on this Thursday morning here in the Crescent City. So once again, let's go over some more news stuff. I'm going to go over some news items. Go over a couple more news items. Let's see. Let's go over to Bang News. I'm going to switch it to Bang News. There it is. Bang News on the screen. Okay, let's so switch this out. Okay, Bang News. We're gonna pull something. We're gonna see what we have. Okay, I'm gonna grab. Okay, let's grab this one from USA, from MSN Sports. Okay, let's see. Okay, Giants agreed to Kadarius Toney. So it looks like Kadarius Toney got his contract. So this is from Gator Wire 26 minutes ago. You can follow them at Gator Wire. Well, it's not showing it. I don't know why they're not showing these full trying to see what else we can go over. Okay, Jason Day withdraws from the U.S. Open. So it looks like Jason Day will not be in the U.S. Open when it begins. So that's once again he is gone. So Jason Day withdraws from the U.S. Open. So once again, this is from MSN Sports. Okay, Arizona Cardinals. Byron Murphy will likely be an every down player for them this season. He's also will continue to be the slot cornerback for the Arizona Cardinals. So that's a pretty good situation to put him in. That's Byron Murphy Jr. He probably didn't know Arizona defense posted the lowest completion percentage in the game with 41.5 per attempt and also 8.2 downfield. So that's kind of pretty good right there for the Arizona Cardinals. So if they can continue their success, they will be a very good defensive team. So also let's look at some more information. So once again, this is from MSN. So what else we can pull up? Okay, Dan Campbell declared the Lions. If I can pull that, I don't know why I can't. So Ty Gurley. So talking about Ty Gurley. So Ty Gurley. So it looks like they're going to have a lot of interest in Ty Gurley because Ty Gurley can make some yards and stuff like that. In a nutshell. So once again, this is from MSN. Go to MSN Sports. See what else we have. Okay, Sean McVay explains he trying to read this article. I don't know why these articles are so. I'm not going to use these articles. They put them up on the screen. They kind of. So we're going to just use the ones. So let's go with this one. I don't know why they. I'm not going to use these. I'm not going to use the bangs. We'll go ahead and use the Okay, once again, we'll have some news articles. I apologize. The MSN ones look like they're up. You can't see the full heading of the story, so we're gonna have to switch it. Apologize. Let's see. Let's go to sporting news and see if we can give you some more news from there. Okay, Twitter jokes about Kawhi Leonard's air ball. Rajon Rondo reacts, and Clippers lost to Mavericks. So it looks like the social media world's been absolutely dogging the Kawhi Leonard shot in a nutshell. So it looks like so this was the air ball. So that's what they're talking about. So once again, this is from Sporting News. Go to sportingnews.com. That's sportingnews.com. We talked about the USFL. Okay, Stephen A. Smith on Brad Stevenson. So Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith on Brad Stevenson getting Celtics job. It's beautiful to be a white guy. So that's what this is about. The Celtics made an unexpected move. See, Stephen A. Smith wasn't impressed at all. So that's what he's saying. That right there is just absolutely just out of line with Stephen A. Smith said. On First Take, Stephen Smith discussed Stephen's promotions. He said he may have got the promotion because of white privilege. So that's what he was talking about. I don't know why Stephen A. Smith wants to make this a racist thing. I don't understand why he does that. I don't understand. I really don't. Because look, Stephen A. Smith is a highly educated sports guy. But the truth of the matter is he always makes racist stuff. I mean, that's something, look, he shouldn't be doing. Look, if they have a qualified person that could be getting the job, then yes, it should be a white person or a black person taking over. But Stephen A. Smith, like I said, he comes out with these disgusting views and stuff like that. So once again, this is from Sporting News. Go to sportingnews.com. See what else we can discuss. It's like most of the sports stuff is done. So we're gonna stop the screen. I'm gonna go over fan side. We're gonna go over the fan sider. Let's switch it over to fan side. Whoever's in here. Okay, NBA Twitter was in all. Luka Doncic's 40-point third quarter performance in the game. I think it was yesterday. So that was against the LA Clippers. So he had just absolutely just torched it yesterday. So look, I'll be honest with you. Look, he's an absolute beast when it comes down to it. I mean, look, they can say whatever they want on social media. That's their right and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is the proof is in the pudding. Because, look, Luka Doncic can make those plays, can absolutely make those plays. Okay, these are some of the videos we'll show you. I'll show you the first video.
He is averaging 33 points a game in this series. Doncic the other way. He's averaging 33. Beautiful shot outside. Rifles it home.
Clippers getting it done with their defense, creating offense.
Doncic again playing with the bad neck with a spin move there on.
See, Doncic makes those pretty good shots right there. That's in the game against that's the TNT side. So we'll show you the other one. Luka Doncic is on fire.
Why Leonard not touching the basketball? Not good execution.
Works mentally around that screen. Puts up a three.
So he puts up a three. That's in the third quarter. Also, he went up to 37 points. This was a 17-3 run by the Dallas Mavericks.
Tonight, Weather assisting another turnover. 2-on-1. Buckle up. Here comes Luka. 35. And Dallas jumps out to a 5-point lead.
So Dallas, I'm gonna tell you, Luka Doncic, that he's just something else. Okay, these are your other Twitters. They're talking about a lot of people talking about the game last night. So these are your Twitters from different people. So once again, this is from Fansided. Go to fansided.com. Okay, behind the hash marks, Julio Jones on June 1 shadow. Jordan Love's time for the Packers and more. So it looks like that's in Mark Lombardo's article. Follow him at Fansided. That's fansided.com. So it's a pretty good article when you look at it. It talks about Zach Ertz, Antonio, Anthony Hitchens, Evan Ingram from Giants, Jordan Hicks from Arizona, Latavius Murray from the Saints. So I'll be honest with you. So once again, this is from Fansided. Okay, this is the big league story. Spike Lee left the Knicks game early, got called out by Reggie Miller on TNT. So it looks like Spike Lee's in a lot of hot water with Reggie Miller. So that's kind of let's show you the video right here. So this is what happened. Let's put this on.
Oh, Spike's leaving early. Come on, man. That's a fair weather fan right there. If he wants to be the #1 supporter of the Knicks, you got to stay here and take it like the guys on the floor. Again, friendly. Oh, Spike's leaving early. Come on, man. That's a fair.
Yeah, like I said, look, Spike Lee, look, he has a right. Look, he has an absolute right to leave the game if the game is not in their favor and stuff like that. I mean, look, to call him out like that is absolutely asinine. What they're doing, what the national guys are doing. Look, these stores like Jack Nicholson goes to the Lakers game. If he leaves early, then you're going to hear in the news the next day. Also, Spike Lee. Also, if you, they got other fans that's celebrities. Look, sure, they're going to bash him, but the truth of the matter is, look, they have every single right to leave. it's not like he's leaving because of the performance. It's because of, like I said, look, he's leaving because the team is not being progressive enough to try to win their games. So once again, this is from Big Lead. That's with Fansider. Go to Big Lead. It's also with Fansider. Okay, running back AJ Dilton has a hilarious take on his impressive quads. That's what they're talking about, stuff like that. So that's AJ Dilton in the rookie minicamp, stuff like that. So it looks like once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. See what else we could talk about, and then we'll wrap this up for today. Okay, watch once again. Watch Fan with Jesus is the Lord. So I run onto Wrigley Field and be tackled by security. So this is another incident that's been going on. That's going to continue to do it unless something is taken. If something is not done. So the game against the Padres and Cubs, they had a fan running on the field with Jesus the Lord. So we'll show you the video. This is from John Greenberg. Follow him at John Greenberg. We'll show you the video. And like I said, something's got to be done about this. Something has to be done. Because look, someone's going to get hurt one of these days. I mean, you're letting these fans you're letting these fans off of a easy leash. I mean, you got to have some rules in place for these fans to understand. Look, they don't care about rules, but the truth of the matter is, you got to send a message to these people that these types of incidents will not be tolerated. I mean, that's something you cannot do. I mean, you had a water bottle throwing incident with Kyrie Irving. You also had a fan running on to the court in the Philadelphia and Washington game. And also you have a fan running on Wrigley Field with a Jesus the Lord. Look, sure, he has a right to protest and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, look, you can't do that at a baseball game because that's stupid. I mean, look, that's just getting yourself on Facebook. That's why these people, like I said, they just want to get on Facebook and try to be stupid. That was the stupidest thing that guy would ever do. So, let's see. Did they charge him? Looks like. Trying to see if they did. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. Okay, 4 best bars near Wrigley Field that Cubs fan swear by. So it looks like 4 nearby bars right there by Wrigley Field. So let's go ahead and display them. Okay, the most visited bar near Wrigley Field would be Sluggers on Clark Street. That's about a mile from Wrigley, half a mile from Wrigley Field. Also, Murphy's Bleachers on Sheffield. That's less than a mile from Wrigley Field as well. Also, the Cubby Bear. That's on West Addison Street. And also, Dino Pizza. That's in on North Clark, right there by Wrigley. So it's about I'd say 2.5, close to a half a mile walk to Wrigley Field. So that's one of your bars that the fans will hang out at and stuff like that. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com. And I'll see what else we could discuss. Okay, White Sox broadcasters allege catches pitchers Jane using a sticky solution. That's what they're talking about. So that's one of the broadcasters just talked about he used an illegal substance on the mound. So it looks like I said, that's another. I mean, remember back in the late 80s when they had George Brett hitting a home run, and then they said he was using some kind of stuff to for his bat or something. That's what they're telling. That's what they're talking about right here. Let's show you.
Take a look at the glove, and take a look at the little black spot he has where the thumb meets the web. And he reaches in there and he gets it both on his thumb and 2 fingers. Now, some of my friends have told me that if you do that, you're going to get a much better rotation on your curveball.
Yeah, like I said, also Major League. Remember Major League with the guy saying put Crisco oil on to and also spit to have his rotation look pretty good. So yeah, that's like I said, that's something right there. I mean, they'll use anything. They'll use powder or anything that they can get their hands on. So once again, this is from Fansider. Go to fansider.com, and we will go over some Twitters, and we'll wrap it up for today. Okay, Sam Fetterman, Taylor Hall, Craig Smith staying. This is a rough draft based on players. That's what they're talking about in this article. Isaac replies to it. So these Sam Fetterman, follow him at Power Hour. So these are your players right here. So Isaac puts out his selections. Wow. So once again, this is from Sam Fetterman. Follow him at Power Hour Sam. See what else we have. We'll wrap up. Okay, I'll show you this. Okay, Matt Ryan, what about Julio in 2020? His PFF grade is 70.6. Also with Julio is 86.8. So it's kind of like comparison right there with and without Julio Jones. So once again, this is from fantasy football, PFF fantasy football. Okay, let's see what this says. Okay, this is from Wrestle Talk TV. Tom Phillips opens up about being replaced on Raw in sequent release. So this is from Wrestle Talk TV. Follow them at Wrestle Talk TV. Okay, let's see what else we have. It's like we don't have much. Let's go over to the scores, see what we have. Okay, Lamar to see more snaps under center 2021. I think so. Absolutely. I think he should see more snaps as the starting quarterback with the Baltimore Ravens. So we'll go ahead and give you that information. Okay, Lamar to see more snaps. Yeah, I think so. So he's definitely going to see more snaps. Since becoming a Raven back in 2000, starter 2018, fewest snaps was under center with 10 starts for Hensley and also 4% of the 889 snaps and stuff like that last year. So he's most likely going to see more live action with the Ravens this year. So once again, this is from D-Score. Go to dscore.com. All right, so what I'm going to talk about. Crazy. So let's see what else we have. Okay, once again, Bradley Beal unfazed about talks with Wizards' future. He says I'm in control, so it looks like he's probably going to stay with the Washington Wizards. So that's pretty. That's if he does, that would be a good thing for him. So once again, this is from dscore.com. Go to dscore.com, and we'll go to my profile now. I'll see what else we can put up. I'm going to go ahead and okay, this is one of my tweets. Talked about career is out for the Astros. Tucker looks like he is going to be so both of them is going to be out. So that's so once again, this is from so let's wrap up. I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. We'll be back on tomorrow, hopefully at night. But if we do it during the day, then it'll be fine. We'll have LSU versus Gonzaga tomorrow night, baseball game. We'll have the regional that will be around 9 o'clock in the 9 o'clock Central here in the Central Time Zone. So we will be on with LSU and Gonzaga tomorrow night. So once again, thanks to Alex Stroso talking about major topics with us. Also follow him He does a hockey show with I think it's with Grant Flood. Please follow those guys. They do a pretty good job. If you talk about hockey, if you're a hockey fan. So everybody have a good rest of your Thursday, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.